Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to first hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you, starting with deck number one. Could your story or message be here in deck number one? Or is it in deck number two? Could your story or message be here in deck number two? Or is it in deck number three? Could your story or message be here in deck number three? All right. So I hope you have made your selection. And we'll go ahead and begin with deck number one. Ooh. We have the Knight of Wands. I don't know if I got it mixed up. Diablo. I said that wrong, but I think it's the devil. We have Three of Blades, Ten of Coins, and the Six of Wands. Overall energy, we have the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Blades, and the Nine of Wands. Okay. All right, so there may be something going on between an earth and an air sign, and probably a fire sign too. But I don't know, it seems like maybe there are some trust issues. It also could be that there are several people around you that you're kind of suspicious about for whatever reason. I kind of feel too like maybe certain people were sent in your life to help you overcome your insecurities, to push you, to help you set boundaries, or to show you how to speak up for yourself. So yeah, it could be that there are certain people that came into your life specifically to challenge you. I feel like you're also almost complete with some sort of inner work. Maybe you've been having to go within, or maybe you've been doing some sort of shadow work, but I feel like maybe you're nearing the end of that. In a love situation, there's a strong possibility that, you know, there is some sort of karma along with this, and the type of karma that, that feels heavy. It feels like a responsibility. However, in a love situation, you might be extremely attracted to someone, or there could be some sort of intense chemistry between you and this person. It could initially start off as pure lust, and maybe it's going to develop into something more. And then overall, it seems that you're still maybe having to fulfill some sort of obligation. Maybe your work or your job feels karmic. You also could be getting ready to take on some sort of a debt, a financial debt. Maybe you're getting ready to take on a loan, or purchasing a home, purchasing a car, anything that indebts you, and you have to hold on to it until you pay it off. So something could be going on where you are about to take on some sort of a debt. Now, if you are dealing with a lot of codependent people, or people who just constantly drain your energy, it seems like you're going to have to set boundaries. You're going to have to say no. You're going to have to disconnect from that energy. Something about your passion is tied in to like your lower chakras, because it's like you're extremely passionate about it. Something that's kind of like a manifestation of your lower chakras. It could be something that you just love to do, it starts to consume you. Something that you love to do starts to consume you. Be cautious of what you are doing, because it can just be an indication that you're overdoing something, you're overindulging. So maybe you're also needing to set some sort of boundaries with yourself. I was also getting that you might be headed towards temptation in a sense. Yeah, something is all about temptation and desire, indulgence, overindulging. So, any bad habits that you're trying to break, I feel like you're being lured into it or tempted to pick it back up, whatever this bad habit is. Maybe it's bad taste in men or women. Maybe it is how you make your money. Yeah, in regards to how someone makes their money, someone could be making their money in a way that is either like taboo or frowned upon. If not by society, then at least by somebody's family. Somebody may have had to do some unsavory things to make money. Yeah, something about how someone makes their money could be considered to be, I want to say, of the devil. I don't know. A religious person might say that, like that's the devil's work, or that is, that's not godly, that's ungodly. Somebody might view the way you make your money in that way. Now, mentally or emotionally, somebody could be suffering from depression, but I feel that if they are, health is going to be restored. Someone is going to get back on their game. They're going to feel more confident. Faith is going to be restored. So, yeah, mentally, someone could be suffering from depression. I'm concerned about the love situation because I feel like, I don't know, something not quite right could be going on in your love life. Um, Somebody who's supposed to be in a committed relationship might be tempted at the moment, or maybe you're involved in a situation where, um, you know, there's a third party situation. Someone might be telling you they're going to break up, or they're just in that relationship out of responsibility and obligation, but you're still continuing to deal with this energy. Yeah. Could be dealing with someone who's also married to their work. In regards to social media, I feel like either there's a lot of people who are kind of like obsessed with you. You might have, if you're popular on social media, you might have like an obsessive following. Or it's just one person in particular who is really obsessing over you. Financially, I do feel that you're going to have financial security, but I feel like it comes at a price. Like I said, it's like you're indebted to something. It's like if you want this life, if you want to be able to afford the lifestyle that you're living, then you have to do something that is going to indebt you. So that might mean that you have to work morning, noon, and night. That might mean that the type of work that you do is fast money or is good money, but something is kind of dark about it. You also might work in a work environment where there's a lot of people who are considered okay, so it's like low life, but literally it is because it's dealing with the lower chakras. Not as an insult, but people would be like, oh, that's, low life or whatever. But yeah, it could be a part of your work environment where you're working with people who are kind of like living in that lower realm. It's like all about material, all about kind of like just, I'm getting like the energy of people who are also like in jail or doing time basically. On a positive note, maybe you just work in a hospital. Not that working in a jail is a negative sense, but y'all get what I'm saying. But if you worked in a hospital, then yes, you do work around a lot of codependent people who are sick, people who need you. So it could just be that. I do feel though that whatever's going on, you feel proud of what you're doing. And if you've been suffering from insecurities, I feel like your confidence is going to be restored. Okay, yeah, so in love, I do feel like there is someone who is obsessed with your life. You even if you think your life is boring, or you don't do anything, this person is just kind of like they can't get enough. They can't stop watching you or thinking about you. Even if you don't have social media, but I just saw that something is like dealing with distance and maybe social media. So I do feel like somebody is able to see you, or they have access to your information. And it could be that someone has a type of job where they can access people's information. And so they're basically abusing that privilege, because of course you're not supposed to be doing that. They tell you at these jobs, no, you can't access this unless you're working on this client or customer or case or whatever it is. And I kind of feel like somebody is accessing information that they're not supposed to be looking at, but they can't help it. So like somebody could be looking at your records or anything. Spiritually, I feel like if somebody is into metaphysical things or the occult or anything of that sort, I feel like somebody is remote viewing, somebody is astral traveling, somebody keep coming into your space. watching you. They're just watching. They're just sitting there or standing there watching. It could be a spirit, but I feel like it's a living person. Um, and I kind of feel like somebody is like, I have all the time in the world. Somebody might be waiting for you to give them another chance. Maybe you don't trust this person anymore, but I feel like they're just like, you'll be back. Like in their minds, they're like, you'll be back, especially if they're a fire sign. And trust me, I hate giving you guys this news because I'm thinking of somebody personally that does that, and I'm like, no, please don't be for me. So yeah, I kind of feel like there is somebody that's just kind of hanging around and waiting for you to let them back in. And you know what they say, you're not supposed, once you invite a vampire in your home, they just keep coming and coming. So I don't know. Be careful who you invite into your home, into your life. If you are already in this situation where you feel, if you feel like you're being tied down or you're bound by something, there's a possibility that you will be freed from whatever this is. If not freed, you might feel like something's worth it. You're like, yeah, I know I'm doing all of this, but it's worth it. Like, I really want this. It seems like it's something going on where it's like, do the pros outweigh the cons? And maybe the pros do outweigh the cons. Um, there is a possibility that someone is getting out of jail and coming home. It's possible that somebody's getting ready to be released. You also might bond with a Capricorn. This person is like your soulmate, your best friend. It could be platonic or romantic, but it seems like you're bonding with this person. Now, if you're not bonding specifically with a Capricorn, I feel like you're bonding with people who share the same beliefs in regards to like occult. Yeah, occult and things of that nature. I feel like you could be bonding with someone that's into that. And occult is anything that, is talking about hidden knowledge. Some of you have obligations, karmic obligations to your family. There's a strong possibility that you have someone who's always coming to you for something. They're always needing money or always needing a favor. And this goes back to you having setting boundaries with someone who's like that. Like you have to say no. You might need to show tough love to somebody. I don't know. I'm concerned about someone's sentence, what the courts say. It's possible that someone is going to be sentenced, but it's just a short sentence or it's been reduced. Or maybe there's some sort of convenience, like instead of going to jail, you get to be on home arrest, house arrest, or, maybe this is happening around you or somebody that you know. Romantically, I feel like somebody is really thinking about you, but you're like, no, leave me alone. And this person is trying to earn your trust. They are really wanting forgiveness, and this person wants to come around. I am really sorry for those of you that have a fire sign that won't go away. It's possible that you guys are about to receive some sort of a payout. It could be from a lawsuit or a settlement or anything, any type of inheritance. I feel like somebody is also trying to cover something up about their earnings, what they make or what they don't make. Either someone is hiding how much they truly make because they make more or less. I don't know if it's more or less, but I feel like someone is like covering up their finances. I also feel like somebody is making some sort of changes to documents, or covering something up. Somebody might be trying to get health insurance and changing some things. You also could be exaggerating some kind of information to receive more money. Now, somebody also might perform for a living or does something artistic or creative, but especially like somebody who is like a performer, singer, dancer, actor, rapper. That could be where someone is making their money. Someone also may work in like communications or engineering. I kind of feel that somebody is being tricked into an agreement. Somebody might be trying to get you to agree to something, and it has something to do with money. Somebody might be encouraging you to leave somebody, or vice versa. Maybe you're encouraging somebody to leave another person. I'm also getting some sort of betrayal. I feel like somebody's trying to explain themselves, or somebody's being called out on something that they did that was shady or dirty. Somebody's like, you so wrong for that. And I feel like somebody is like trying to explain their way or the reason why they did something. It's possible that somebody is going to unfollow you because they don't like what they see, or they're too jealous. They can't take seeing you interact or flirt, or vice versa. You end up unfollowing somebody because you just can't take it, what the things that you're seeing. Somebody might put a temporary block on you, or make their page private temporarily, something of that sort. All right, so those are the messages that I'm getting for deck number 1. Let's see what is in deck number 2. We have the Empress, 7 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, King of Pentacles, overall energy, Judgment, 5 of Swords, and 2 of Pentacles. All right, so ultimately I'm seeing some sort of wish fulfillment, and things are manifesting that you wanted. Something seems like you've been going through some sort of a struggle or a battle. Maybe a relationship has been like imbalanced. Maybe a job or finances have been unstable. It just seems that you're going to come out of a difficult time. I feel like certain things have been difficult for you to get you to wake up, or to get you to take heed, or, just kind of confront the past, because, it's a strong possibility that you've been haunted by your past in some way, shape, or form. And it's just time for you to take action, time for you to do something about it. And I feel like that's what's happening, but I feel like you're manifesting good results. Something also might start to seem easy. Like at first something was a struggle, and then all of a sudden things just start falling into place, and things maybe start to seem like they're falling in your lap, or you attract things easily. Like the things that you want, you're attracting it. You're speaking things into existence. And at least that's what it feels like. You're like, man, I just said I wanted a new car, and now all of a sudden I got an offer for a discount, or my credit is good enough. And, just something happens where you just manifest your desires. If you're in a relationship, there's a strong possibility that you find out that you're pregnant, or maybe that you find out that's why your back has been hurting. So it could turn out that you are pregnant, and there could be an expansion coming to your family soon. Um, Someone could view you as their ideal person and decide that they just want to claim you. They're going to pursue you and just claim you. Um, and so there's a strong possibility that someone is determined to uh, establish a life with you. Now, the shadow side of this is that you might find out that something wasn't as good as it seemed, or something was too good to be true, or that you've been wearing rose tinted glasses. So that's the shadow side of that. But for the most part, I'm getting like positive things happening. I feel that something's going to happen that brings you emotional fulfillment and peace. It's possible that you've been receiving a lot of bad news, and then some good news finally comes through. Also, it seems like there's been some sort of blockages in your life, or like some sort of competitive energies. Um, but I feel like you're gonna defeat whatever obstacles these were. Um, and I'm kind of getting the energy of now who gets the last laugh. So something's going on where ultimately you come out on top. You are going to experience a moment of victory. Mm, there could be something significant in regards to an earth sign, um, maybe Libra, and maybe, well, Taurus. So any earth sign or Libra, there could be something significant going on. Mm. Now, if you are wanting to do something creative, or you have like some sort of dream job, I feel that spirit is wanting you to go after these dreams. It's like, go after your dreams. If this is what you want, you have to fight for it. You have to take the initiative to go after it. So something's going on where it does seem like you're motivated, or feeling like you gotta have the, like you can't settle, you have to have XYZ. So I feel like whatever it is that is your dream life, dream job, dream relationship, I feel like you're going after that. But especially if it's something in regards to like being a dream chaser, going after your dreams, following your dreams. There also could be someone around you that wants to help you realize your dreams. So they might help you with something. Mm, you might be having dreams about pregnancy, or you could be having dreams about a relationship, or both. I'm getting something like make a wish. Now, I don't know too if somebody is just literally helping out with the Make a Wish Foundation. Mm, yeah, I was getting make a wish. I feel like you're going to be attracting a lot of positive things, a lot of um, desires are coming to you. You also might find yourself having an opportunity to relax and enjoy and indulge in the things that you want, especially like food. anything that is represented by Venus, I feel like you're going to be indulging in that, or focusing on that. So Venus has to do with, food, dining, luxury, shopping. You might be pampering yourself. But I feel like you're going to be looking good because you're shopping or eating good and things of that sort. I feel like your Venus is going to be very happy wherever Venus sits at in your chart. Matter of fact, you might want to look and see what sign and house Venus is in for you. And I feel like that's also going to give you clues about what's to come. Future events are going to deal with that house. Let's say, for instance, you have Venus in the second house. You might suddenly come into wealth or finances. Or maybe you are indulging in eating a lot of good things. Maybe people are telling you that you have a very beautiful singing voice or just a very beautiful speaking voice. Or maybe that's the way you should earn your money, is through that house. If Venus is there, like, look and see what Venus represents, and the second house does represent finances. So maybe that is giving you a clue about that. Let's say you have Venus in your ninth house. Maybe spirituality is something that you find beauty and peace in, or maybe traveling is you're traveling to beautiful places. Maybe you could meet someone while traveling. So yeah, I feel like you should look and see where Venus is at in your chart, and that can give you some more insight on what to expect, from the time you're watching this. I'm hearing Common's song. It's a song by Common called "I Want You." And you might want to listen to the lyrics, because I'm hearing it, how he's just like, "I want you." And it's just like, I feel like somebody really wants you. Somebody wants what they want. And I feel like they're going to do anything to have you. I feel like this person's going to spoil you. If somebody already has you, if you're already in a relationship, this person's going to try and do everything in their power to keep you. Yeah. Again, another shadow aspect of this is that somebody wants to keep you, but they're in a relationship. But they're doing everything for you. They're taking you out on dates. They're buying you things that you want. So you might find yourself being a kept woman, potentially. That's the shadow side of this. Also, if somebody has a baby's mom, she might be in competition with you. Or it kind of feels like you guys are both competing for his attention. If you're a guy watching, you might have some women that are competing for your attention, or women who are trying to seduce you or spoil you. And if you are not pregnant, you might get somebody pregnant. My guy view was always calling me out on that, talking about, "I'm not pregnant." You might get somebody pregnant. um, I feel like, again, this isn't just about going towards an obsession, or someone is driven by obsession. Mm, I feel like you also, this is also saying that you need to set boundaries with someone who can be overbearing. You might receive some sort of romantic messages from someone or send them. I kind of feel like romance is something that might be expressed a lot. You also could just be reading a lot of romantic things or watching romantic movies, or maybe you're starring in one. Yeah, I feel like for you guys, love is in the air. You also might be hired or promoted. And whatever it is something that you really are passionate about. You really wanted this. Um, hmm. I feel that someone is like, they want commitment. I'm still suspicious about committed to one person, or maybe they in their minds it's like, I am committed, I'm committed to my wife and my girlfriend, but I kind of feel like somebody really is kind of like committed. They're committed, or they have commitment on the mind. mm, I feel like you also might get to go on a dream vacation. For some of you, all of this good stuff might not happen except in a dream. Like, you have like this dream that you're in this perfect relationship or living your dream life in some way, but then you wake up. For some of you. And even if it is just a dream, I feel like it's for you, it's motivation or enough to inspire you to hold on and believe that you can have that in reality one day. Now, if there is a breakup, or if this is more about the ending of a relationship, it seems like it would be no hard feelings. Like, you wouldn't be mad. You would feel like, well, I really enjoyed my time with this person, but it's just time for us to go in separate ways. So if it is a breakup, it doesn't seem like there's any hard feelings towards anybody. I feel like somebody is really in love though, but they're trying to keep it to themselves, or even if they are romantic with you or you're being romantic with somebody, it's like so much that somebody is still hiding. Also, someone's, even though they like to kind of be up under their partner, there are other times where they need their space and they just like to go off completely alone. Mm. I feel like somebody's going to be offered a dream job or a dream opportunity. Yep. You might initially resist this offer. Maybe you don't fully trust it. Or you're kind of like, what's the catch? And likely, I do think there is a catch. But someone is really trying to sell you on something. If there's someone who you left or just moved on from, I feel like this person might pop back up and they're trying to communicate with you indirectly, or they're trying to find ways to get you to communicate with them, talk to them. All right, so let's see what is in deck number 3. We have the Magician, the Hanged Man, the Hermit, the Emperor, Seven of Pentacles, overall energy, Knight of Cups, Six of Swords, and Page of Cups. Okay, so I'm getting something about somebody being very powerful, very gifted, and powerful. Even if this is you and you don't know your full potential yet, I feel that this is the week that you kind of dabble into different things, play around with certain things. If you feel like you might know how to read auras, try it. If you feel like you have some form of telekinesis, try it. Whatever spiritual gifts you might have, or any gift, I feel like you're being encouraged to just kind of play around with it. I see you doing some kind of experimenting. Maybe you're creating some sort of app. Maybe you're an engineer, and you're kind of like playing around with some sort of coding or programming or something. And you're like, let me try and do that, rework it here, and let me see what happens when it does this or that. So I kind of feel like you're experimenting. You're mixing things. If you're a cook or a baker, you might be playing around with different recipe ideas. So anything, I just kind of feel like you're playing around with some things. You're experimenting. I feel like there also are things that you're trying to manifest in your life, but yeah, you think it's not working. It is. It's just that it's not time for whatever reason. Spirit might have your situation on hold. You might need to do some reflecting, or maybe something isn't going to happen until you see it from a different perspective. But I kind of feel like something is on hold. It does seem like something could be developing within you. You also may need to release certain beliefs or ideas that could be preventing you from moving forward or seeing things in a certain way. Mm, hmm. I feel like you're also doing some sort of researching, learning, studying. It could be just for personal, or maybe this is something for school, something for work. But I feel like you're having to do some research. If your money is on hold, it might be that you're trying to figure out why it's being held up. Mm, some of you also may be looking into um, doing something on your own, independent contractor. Maybe you're doing research if you're trying to work for yourself. Maybe you already work for yourself, but you are just trying to manifest something else, or maybe you have like multiple streams of income coming in. It does seem like you're being guided to do something. If you wanted a partner or if you wanted help, I feel like you're meant to do something alone. Now, also, anything that you've been procrastinating or putting on a back burner, I feel like those are excuses. Spirit is saying that you don't have to wait to do XYZ. You can make it work. You can do it. You have everything that you need before you to get some sort of results that you want. Mm, yeah. Romantically, somebody is trying to call you in. They're remote viewing, or if they're into that, they're remote viewing. They might be doing some type of meditation, manifestation, or they're just doing spell work. They're doing working with candles. They're working with all the elements of the universe to try to channel you in. But I feel like somebody is trying to get you to notice them or to think of them or to prepare you for their coming. I feel like somebody has been observing you, keeping tabs on you, learning about you inside and out. And then going back to what I was saying, something about somebody being powerful. Somebody is like a mastermind. I feel like somebody is like a mastermind. They can run circles around people. This is someone that's very good at what they do. They can figure things out. They can see things. They're 10 miles ahead of whatever, what somebody is doing. They're just, they know things. They're very good at what they do. This could be you, or it could be somebody that you work with. It could be a love interest. Um, I'm not going to say you're not going to outsmart this person, but this person is just very skilled. Um, and it even makes me think of, going back to an occupation, somebody who could be like a forensic scientist, where, I don't know if you ever watched Criminal Minds. That show is like really good. But just how people can figure out simple things. They just see things, they're like, no, that doesn't make any sense. It was placed here from this angle and blah, blah, blah. Like somebody is like able to like really figure some things out, or able to set up something very elaborate that is like, you know, an illusion. You don't see it, but this person is, they're pulling strings. Also, speaking of pulling strings, I feel that you might be pulling strings for somebody, or somebody is pulling strings for you. I feel like you might have friends in high places, and people that can really help you out. The only thing is that because this person is normally able to do this, because of some sort of delay, it's just kind of like, oh, well, usually this happens instantly, but now there's a delay. And likely it is because, Mercury is retrograde. That is causing some sort of delays for people. Specifically Mercury. I know there's more than one planet retrograde right now, but I feel like this specifically has to do with Mercury. Could be dealing with a water sign, Aries, Virgo. Also, someone's energy is hard to read because I don't know. It's like maybe they have some sort of barrier over them, or they know how to change up their energy. Or this could be, how someone views you. Like you're just hard to read. They're like, I can't get a reading on you. I can't figure you out. Yeah. The shadow side of this is that somebody could be very manipulative, or somebody is trying to manipulate you emotionally, get you to feel sorry for them or their situation. You also might be aware that someone is trying to send energy towards you, and you might be trying to block them. If you're in any situation where you are trying to decide if you should go or if you should stay, somebody could be trying to play mind games to get you to stay. Somebody also could be going through something, but they're covering it up. They want you to believe something else. Also, if anyone is dealing with any type of mysterious illnesses, I feel like several tests are having to be run because whatever illness it is, it mimics other ones. I kind of feel like something may have something to do with like lupus, but this illness mimics other illnesses, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint. I was seeing something about money. Money coming in, but it's delayed or held up. Someone also may have a job based on something spiritual, getting paid for some sort of spiritual work. It could be getting paid for meditation. If it's government, somebody might be getting paid to remote view. Yeah. There could be some sort of spiritual war. I'm pretty sure there's a spiritual war going on, but maybe that is something that is just being highlighted, or maybe you're coming to some sort of realization that something that is a spiritual war. I feel like this is more so personal as opposed to, what's going on in the news. But although, it still all connects together. So I feel like something is a distraction, matter of fact. Something is a distraction. So yeah, usually when I get that is indicating that some sort of big news, or the biggest stories are distractions. It's like you have to learn how to look, like, what are they really saying, or what is that code for? What are they misdirecting us from? So I feel like something is a big distraction. And, if it's affecting you personally, then you try to figure it out. Pick and choose your battles, because honestly, this stuff just happens all day, every day. Um, you also might not realize that people are studying you, or you are lighting up the path for other people. I really feel like somebody is channeling you. Somebody is calling out to you with their mind. And I feel like this is something they're constantly practicing. I would pay attention to any unusual things that you're hearing. Especially, I don't know if you're like me. But if like you're ever in like an in-between state, like right before falling asleep or waking up, how things become extremely amplified. And then you don't know if that was, did you really hear something, or were you in between somewhere and you're hearing something from another realm? But you might be experiencing a lot of that. And I'm almost getting, because somebody's trying to connect to you, especially an earth sign. You also may be trying to see something for yourself because something has been confusing, or someone's been sending mixed signals. So you're having to figure something out on your own. You're having to really pay attention to certain details. I feel like somebody may be getting ready to step down from a position. Also, someone is putting on a front. Someone is putting on this persona like they're strong, but something's going on. Somebody might be covering up a illness or depression. There also may be something significant in regards to someone's father who passed away. Um, I don't know if you're thinking about this person a lot or if they've been visiting you in dreams a lot. It seems that you're not listening or you're ignoring someone, or maybe you feel this way. Somebody feels like they're not being heard. Someone also feels like you forgot about them. Career-wise, I feel like somebody is being rejected for one thing and then being accepted to another. Yeah, if you're waiting for some sort of money to come through, it just seems like it's delayed. I don't know by how long. It's just, it might only be delayed by a few days. It's just that you aren't getting it when you thought you were. So maybe you wanted something like yesterday, but you got to wait till next week. But yeah, I'm getting something financially could be delayed. Seems like you're also needing to take an assessment of your values. Mm, oh yeah, whoever's trying to communicate with you telepathically feel disappointed that it's not working because they're normally really good at this. But for you, for whatever reason, they're having a hard time. It's not as easy. You're more complicated to figure out. They're confused. They don't understand why their method isn't working. Okay, yeah, now back to those finances. Something is, it's just taking longer than you anticipated. I feel like you also are needing to make sure that you're making the right decision. I don't know what decision this is in regards to, but at one point, maybe your judgment was clouded, and now you're like, okay, I don't want to make an emotional decision. I want to make a decision based off of practicality. I feel like someone is also questioning their, um, not their morals, but, well, in a sense, someone's concerned about their choices. They're like, am I wrong for wanting this? Or am I wrong for doing this? Mm. Mm. Someone is also possibly hiding money from family. Yeah, something's being covered up or someone is hiding something. especially if you feel like your family is always asking you for something, you might be telling them you don't have it. Or maybe you have it, but you rather wait until you have more and then you'll help or share something. You also might be considering something in regards to real estate, either purchasing real estate or selling it. Or maybe you're wondering if you should rent something. I feel like something has to do with real estate too. Yeah, but ultimately I feel like your energy is about being put on hold and you just having to assess your situation and just kind of like sit back. You know, there may not be anything else for you to do, but just kind of like wait for certain things to unfold. Kind of seems like someone also wants to climb the ladder or is trying to figure out how they're going to climb the ladder. One other thing I was getting, something about family and legacies of that sort. You might be put in charge of family or becoming the matriarch of the family. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.